Hey everybody, welcome to another STARGRAVE adventure. We're back with Hope Eternal, the 10-part narrative campaign put together for solo and cooperative play by Joe McCullough with Mission 2, the great Mag-Lev Heist. So this is going to be, wait, is it Heist? Robbery. Robbery? Joe, Heist. Come on, man, put some drama into your titles. So the great Mag-Lev Heist, which is I've now retitled this mission, sorry Joe, in which my Inquisitor, Chev Oberon, is trying to bust out his Imperial informant now that they've discovered their location from a train speeding across a mountainside, and is employing both his pilot Betancourt and his gun cutter to get him there. Now, of course, it's defended by combat drones, ruffians, mutants, and all kinds of other bad stuff as we continue this special mission. It's got some pretty unique tables set up, and it's a bit different, but once you wrap your brain around it, you actually see it, it's not as complicated as you think. So I'll show you the table, show you the models, and we'll get this underway. I'm set up for Hope Eternal's second mission, the Great Mag-Lev Robbery. Joe. And this is my Warband currently ready to rock and roll and take on the adventure. This is Inquisitor Chev Oberon and his first mate, Phobos, the Grinks. And then we have some new crew. We have my security detail, which is Brock there with the knife and shotgun. We have Jesse and Diz, the hacker. Jesse's just a recruit with the pistol. And then down here we have the other sort of like marksman Rico. We have 100011, the servitor, who is also robotic, and then my two new recruits to replace Mewtwo and Grun, my squad, who died in my fighting robot last game. We have the field policeman, that's Brother Vermilion, and then we have Snake Eyes, the Pathfinder, who is an Imperial assassin. Now, Betancourt is going to be remaining aboard this, my gun cutter, which will be, which is of course my Inquisitor's little spaceship. It gets him around. Logan's World, as we try to infiltrate and rescue this little fella, this little Imperial informant. He's been radioing in all the details to my Inquisitor, and hopefully we'll be able to be busted out today. Now, this place is patrolled by combat drones. They're little flying drones. They just jump around, little jump jets, and shoot pistols at us. But there are things inside the 4 train cars. Now, you can unlock or break through the vents to the train cars on top. You can also exit from the front and rear if you manage to get inside. And we'll be being attacked by these drones all throughout the game. There's, of course, event tables, too, that can have more things bust out of the train or the engine there at the front and attack us. And then when we go inside each car, you can unlock these hatches as if they were a physical loot token, and they become open. You can just go inside them from then on. We'll randomly have 1 of 4 train cars. The easiest way to do it is just deck of cards. So deck of cards with 1 through 4. And that will allow us to know which one is which. It starts the game aboard the skiff, and my pilot, Betancourt, is going to be remaining aboard because someone needs to be in the crew compartment to operate it. And while they're operating it, it can be moved 6 inches per turn before anything else happens. I can start the game anywhere on the board I want, so I'm actually going to park it over here. It's access points, you can see just under its front wings there. So just park it right there. And anyone who wants to jump from the gun cutter onto the train can do so with a TN10 move roll. Now, anyone that fails that roll falls. And this train is flying along at speed, right? So this is not the safest thing in the world. But luckily, the Inquisitor has issued everyone a grav belt. So if they do fall off, they just get removed from the game. But no injury rolls are made. And you can also jump off the train, basically, and employ your grav chute to escape at any time. Or you can escape on the gun cutter. So jumping off's not the end of the world. But if we do flub our tests, luckily, we don't die. From then on, we've moved off or onto the gun cutter. Basically, jumping in between is going to be that TN test. Start your skiff anywhere you want on the table. I'm going to start next to this train car right here. It's the one we're going to try and break into first. Below, you can see the interior of all the train cars. If you're wondering what I'm using here, these are actually old Infinity gantries that just look perfect for the inside of the train cars. These are urban mats. Nope, urban mats? Or maybe GameMat.eu. Maybe game. I think actually they're game mat. They're game mat shipping containers, and this is a Death Ray Designs work truck painted up. The deck is set. At the end of each round, I will roll on the encounter table. Now, I get 10 experience for each crew member that exits on the grav sled as opposed to jumping off the edge. 100 for if I find Celarine, and then we'll be able to escape once we've extricated them from the table. Remember, the rules for this are that the captain and first mate go first, then all of the non-crew bad guys go, and then all of the crew go last during the crew phase. That is the order of operations. Now, the target point for this is always going to be the mag sled, which is the gun cutter, and they will attack it. I'm going to have the gun sled itself be open top because all the doors are open on it. So generally speaking, they will be getting shot basically if they remain on top. So if the gun sled's the closest target, Betancourt gets shot, everybody else should be exiting right now. So let's do so. Let's see who makes it off. So we're going to start with our captain phase. So group activating, we'll go with the heavies, I guess. So we'll actually no, we'll go with Brother Vermilion, who's my combat soldier, and then the whatchamacallit, the chiseler, and they'll try and jump off. So the boss, he makes it just fine. So he jumps and then gets to do his 6. He's just gonna run into base contact with this jabroni. The chiseler is going to make his move. Now it's a difficulty 10, so it's gonna be on a 4+. All right, he makes it. He's got the lock key, so he's gonna jump onto here, onto this hatch. And then Brother Vermilion shows up and jumps off as well. He's doing just great. He'll walk his 10 going this way, the other hatch. Second actions, we'll start with our chiseler. So TN 14 to unlock the hatch. He, of course, has a pick set, which means he's +6, plus his will for +7, so he's a roll 7. Cranks it open. Brother Million's going to fire his carbine over into the first combatant over there. They're fight +0, but this one's got some cover. So it's going to be +3 against his +4 to shoot. That's a 19. They are not armored and have only 8 health, so he gets exploded. The boss, he made his move in, so he's not going to use a power. I mean, he could just wait out, actually, if he wanted to Void Blade up. He's going to actually, I'll move him back slightly, and he'll use his power move to get in. He's going to try and activate his Void Blade. It's on a 9+ now. He does. So he'll use his 3-inch power move to get into combat, and then this guy he'll fight him when this guy actually attacks. Phobos is going to lead the way. He's going to come out the gate as well. The security team will come out last. So he's going to come out with Brock, which is the sentry, and with the commando Snake Eyes. So first time, he needs a 3+. He's movement 7. Oh my god, barely. Threads the needle and goes in the hatch. And he's going to drop down into this train car. What is in the train car? The 1. So train car 1. It has... This train car is completely open except for a cage that sits just off to one side, and 2 enhanced mutants. So these big guys are going to be inside it. Here's the cage. Looks a lot like it's got somebody encased in carbonite in it. Cellarine's in the cage. Any figure may open the cage following the same rules for unlocking a physical loot token. Once the cage is open, Cellarine's treated as a crew member for the rest of the scenario. He's currently unarmed. He's not wearing any armor, but they may be given a pistol or carbine to use if a figure carrying 1 or more is adjacent to them. In comes the sentry, so he has to make his TN. He's only moving 5, so he needs a 5+ to jump the gap. Ooh, 6. He's also going to come down and then drop down the hatch. The commando, 5 as well. He's moving 7. He's fine. He's also going to drop down the hatch into the room. Could you imagine these guys just come piling in the room after you? You fellas are trouble. So we're going to use a power, actually. We're going to instinctively bring our Toxic Claws online. Completely forgot about my armor plates and my Reconstruct Body. So 10+ for my armor plates. He's got his armor plates up. And then Reconstruct Body. He does not get that one. All he'll do is Toxic Claws. 5 is not going to be enough. It's on a 9. He'll take the 4 points of damage. Leave him on 11 health, and he's going to jump this big mutant. This big orc mutant. Brock's going to go in. You know what? Brock's going to shotgun the other one. +3. And the big mutant. Fight +4, armor 10, 18 health with a hand weapon, never stunned, never wounded. Yeah, they're dangerous. Shoot +3. He's effectively fight +5 because I moved this turn. So +3 against +5. Let's see how we do. That's a 13. That's not bad. And then he's +2 damage because he's a shotgun. So 15. Sorry, it's 11. 13 with the +2 damage. I'm an idiot. And he doesn't miss. So 3 points of damage to its 18. 15 health remain. And then I guess we can do the same with his shotgun, Snake Eyes. He's gonna punch or shoot as well. That's not bad. So there we go. So that's +5 as well. So 12. And Snake Eyes gets an 18. So 8 more points of damage. Takes him down to 7. All right, so Captain and First Mate have both gone. That means we are into the bad guys phase. So starting with the first hostile in base to base. That combat runs fight +0. It fights the boss. The boss is fight +5. He has Void Blade off, so he's actually... No, it's just plus... He's +2 damage. So that's 16. It goes to 21, 23 with his Void Blade up against an 8. So, yeah, that guy ceases to exist. +2, or +3 against shooting. So he's actually fight +9 against shooting. So over here... yeah, he's fine. That's a 16 to a 23. This one with its pistol, because I can see him. Oh no, 17 to a 12, so it does actually hit him. He's only armor 9, so 17's 8 points of damage. Holy crap, that's going to take him down to 9. The boss did not like that. And then these two, they only have pistols, so they're going to move forward. They move 8 actually, because they fly. So this one's going to head, and they all head towards the gun cutter. So head towards the gun cutter, they're using little jump jets on their backs. This one's going to come forward as well. Phew. And then this one will shoot Brother Vermilion, fight +4. It's a 10 to a 16, he's fine. And this one, he's in cover, so he actually fight +7. 8 because he moved. Oh no, 20 against 18, that's gonna hit. 7 points of damage from his combat armor blocking, 13 of it to Brother Vermilion. So he's gonna be down to 7 left. With D20s, everything counts in large amounts. And then into the train, the Grinks getting attacked by that big enhanced mutant. So the knobs, if you will. Fight +4 against, Phobos has a fight +5. So +4 is a 21, +5 is only a 17. He's got his armor plates up at least, so it's 12, takes 9 more points of damage. He's down to 2. He's wounded, that's not good. And then this one's gonna jump into Snake Eyes and get ganged up. The boys +3s doesn't really matter who he attacks, we'll randomize. 1 to 10 at Snake Eyes. So it's gonna be on to the Sentry, Brock with his knife out. So fight +4 against fight +5 because of the gang up bonus. Whew, 8 to 6. Doesn't do any damage, but yeah, not good. The remaining soldiers, time to get in the war, boys. So we're gonna jump out with Rico. Oh, and he fails. Ah! He's only moving 6. We'll jump out with the recruit. She's fine. Jesse's okay. Jesse? She's gonna jump over there. She's gonna fire a pistol at this drone. So Jesse's pistol. 18 to a +0, 9, just blasts out of the air. It's only armor 8. And then last but not least, Diz, 9. She makes the jump, and she's gonna move over next to Vermilion. It's at least on the rooftop, although people are getting jacked up now. All right, turn 2, we gotta roll on the event phase and see what happens. Event phase, 13. Rico fell off the train, idiot. 13 is place a pirate trooper at a random end of the train. These are carbine ruffians, basically. So it's going to be the front end. Comes climbing out, being like, hey, hey! The captain phase. All right, well, the cap is going to, I think, go for a walk into this other train car. Activate with Diz, or sorry, with Jesse, and he's going to drop down into the train car. So it costs him 3 inches of movement to do it. So he moves to the edge, and then he'll have to power move in, actually. So he's going to do a heal. And, sorry, she's going to move to the edge of this. He makes his heal move, so the 3-inch power move he drops in, and then he's going to drop the heal onto the first mate. Phobos up to 7, which is good. Awesome stuff is still only at 9. Betancourt is going to move the plane over here, around. And then I'm going to fire my pistol, or Jesse's going to fire a pistol at that combat drone at a +2. 17 to a only 16 because it's fight +0. +1, but fight +0. 10, 8 health though, so it's got 1 health left. Actually, it takes no damage because that's also 17 because I moved. For you mine, Jesse. All right, so then on to the Grinks. Phobos gonna fight this enhanced mutant again. So fight +5 against fight +4. Ugh, that's gonna be a 12 to a 10. So he loses yet again. He's only armor 12 though, so actually he's armor 12 with his armor plates. He actually doesn't take any damage. Then activating with the team, they're gonna make their fight actions first, and we're gonna start over here. So we're gonna start with the Pathfinder. With nothing, that's an 8 to a 8, so they tie. And then the Sentry, oh no, so that's going to be a 24. He's only armor 11, so he takes 13 points of damage. He's Brock on 1, that's not great. He's wounded. And then we go over to the Grinks, who has already fought. So that's actually everybody done. Second actions, because they've all already fought. So we're on to bad guys. Starting with the one in combat. So fighting, you know, we'll start over here. Starting against, I guess we'll randomize again. So against, oh no, because it would go into the one with lowest health. So it would actually be into the sentry. So fight +1, +2 for the gang up. So it's an 18 to an 18. They both take damage. Knock him out, because he's going to take a whole bunch of damage, but 18 actually does the last 7 points of damage to kill this enhanced mutant. Oh no, poor Brock, stabbed by an orc boss. Then over here, Phobos has to fight, so he's fight +5 against fight +4. Oh my god, 21. Just smokes him. These mutants are bad news! Then combat drones, shooting into Brother Vermilion. He is still alive, and with a +0, that's a 19, but with a +4, that's going to be a 21, so he's okay. This one, he's got cover, so 5 to a 15 right now, so he'll move towards the gun cutter, going 6, and then the closest target will be Brother Vermilion again. He'll be +8 this time, because cover and he moved. So that's going to be a 14 to a 22. Well, we survived, sort of. Oh, and then this one shoots Jesse. Jesse? Jesse's fine. Jesse ducks. All right, well, the picker's going to drop in 100011 for 3. And he's going to move 3 over to here. And he's going to try and unlock the cage. He needs a +7. He needs a 7. It's a physical loot token. Gets it. And that drops out the informant. She can actually move. She's going to go 3. And then 3 up to here. 3 again towards the gun cutter. This is going to go. She's just going to aim and take a shot at that pirate. Now she has a no, she has a pistol actually. So she is +2, being a hacker, and she misses because of that cover. She's then gonna go jump back aboard the gun cutter. No, she's gonna go wait. She's gonna go wait over here and escort the informant to safety. And finally, Brother Vermilion's gonna fire his carbine into that pirate and totally miss because he's all jacked up from being shot. Man, all right, so event phase for the turn, a 1. No encounter. Nobody else comes up on the train. Turn 3. All right, well, captain phase, we have to deal with this. I don't want to, but I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna do it with shooting. So I am going to lightning. I'm gonna group activate with all these guys. I'm going to. I want to kill more than I want anything else. Move, actually. We're gonna go with him. He's gonna enter the other room. No, we're gonna action first. No, I have to move first. We're gonna move into here and see what's up. What room do we find? It is train car 4. This car contains numerous crates. There's 3 pirate troops evenly spaced in the car. Enemy figures will in the car won't exit them. So it's just got 3 pirate troops. Bad things, not good things. Not gonna move with my Pathfinder. He's just gonna stay where he is. And then he is going to blast with his shotgun into this guy. +3 against +4. Ha! There we go. 23, 25 with the extra damage to a 6. So even though it 8 Phobos, he manages to do 25 damage. 15, he's got 3 left this thing. And the boss is going to force choke it. Some sweet, sweet dark energy. So a 9+ to get it off. He needs to use one extra health to do it. So he's going to be down to 8 health. Because that power is actually strain 1. And then he gets to do a shoot at +5 against this guy. So +5, he is +4. So that's going to be 19. 9 more points of damage. Just blasts it. Power move to get back on the roof. And finally, we'll shoot our pistol, I guess, into this first ruffian, or the pirate trooper. That's a miss completely, because 17 is going to beat a 10. 9, because he's just a chiseler. Phobos doesn't get to go, because he's dead. So that's it. We're on to bad guys. So starting over here, shooting the poor chiseler. He manages to duck because he's in cover. That's a 17 to a 19. Then same thing over here, +3. It's going to be a 15 to not a 15. He's only armor 10. So he'll take 5 damage and be down to 7. Let's see if the last one kills him. It's going to be a 9. No. Over here, Jesse's still fighting with that drone. So the drone is going to be +0, or +1 actually. That's a 3 to a Jesse's +2, so 11. Brother Vermilion, not in cover. That's only a 8, which doesn't do any damage to him, even though it hits him. Pirate Trooper against his +7. Brother Vermilion dodges, and then the last of the combat drones, that's going to be a 9 to a +7 as well, because the cover will be a 18. Well, the Marine's okay. So we're on the crew phase. Brother Million, blast this guy this time. +0 against his +4. Yeah, 21. He's only armor 11. That'll take him. Gonna hop on the bus because he's injured. He doesn't want to die. He falls off. So he doesn't get injured anymore, but he doesn't count as being on it. God, you idiot. You and Rico both just missed the boat. All right. The informant makes the jump. Barely, because he moves 6 and gets on. And then Diz, gonna take a shot over here at +2. Or sorry, Diz, +1. So that's going to be a 11 +0 is nothing to a 12. That'll do 2 points. 6 left. Also make the jump. She does. End of phase, or end of turn, what happens? 5, that's going to be a combat drone, a random table quarter. So we'll go this corner clockwise, 1 to 5. So 12, so 1, 2, 3 o'clock down here. All right, well, the boss is going to go. He's not super excited about the amount of bad guys in here, and he can't group activate with anybody. So he's just going to move. He's going to walk his 6 over to here. He's going to Dark Energy that power troop. Sorry, first he has to get it off, which he doesn't. So he can do 3 health, but he loses action. So he'll just take the strain and go down to 6. Take the power move to jump back on the skiff. He passes. Jeez. Not doing great. He's back on the boat, though. That was all I could do in the captain phase. So baddies over here. 10001's going to get shot a bunch. So the closest one kills him. 19, that'll do it. Leave the car they're in, though. So it's going to be over to here. Jesse's going to get shot at. She ducks with a 19. And then the closest is going to be Betancourt because he's in the pilot seat. So from this power trooper, Betancourt ducks the airplane. And then the drone is going to be a 20. But Betancourt is a +2 because he's a recruit. So he's a pilot. He's actually okay. And over here, this one's going to come towards us. Going 8. And then take a shot into Betancourt. Who also ducks. Soldier phase, I am tempted to just go, which is what I'm going to do. My Pathfinder's going to go 7 into the next room. Always just break out later. What's in this room? It's room number... or train car, sorry, number 3. This car contains several bits of strange electrical machinery. Place a physical loot token in a random corner. Place 2 power troops near the middle of the car. The strange machinery in the car is sending out magnetic pulses that will scramble robots. I'm not a robot, so random table quarter, starting to the top left and going clockwise. So it's right there. 2 fire troops. You know what Snake Eyes does well? Just throw grenades. Just gonna throw it right there. Now, Snake Eyes, it's a TN12. It'll be -1 to the roll because of his, well, +3 shoot, -1 because he's doing a hasty shot because he moved. So basically +2 to this roll, we need a 12. Ha! He just drops the grenade. It lands on top of him because it scatters right back to him. And +3, he's okay. So it's a 7 to his 11. It doesn't go off, he just dropped it. Hey guys, you've distinctly not impressed me. He's gonna blast this drone at +2, 8, no, she misses. And then she's gonna move 6 back towards the gun cutter. Running along the roof. And it's end around. Oh boy, well, round 4. Let's see what happens in the end phase. D20, a 3, no event. All right, captain's phase. Group activate with both Betancourt and Diz and just blast some fools. So we're gonna fire a shotgun out of here. Cap's gonna get he's a shoot +2, so that gives him a 12 to a not 12. That's gonna be a 9 for that pirate trooper. So 12, 14 because of the whatchamacallit, the shotgun bonus to damage, which means he will take some damage and go down to 8 health. And that is actually enough to stun him too, so he's only gonna get 1 action this turn, not that he cares because he's gonna be shooting the gun cutter. Then pistol from Betancourt, going to that drone, misses, and then pistol from Diz at +1. That's a 15, and leaves it on 3. Bad guys. Oh man, all right, well, shooting into the poor commando, or Pathfinder rather, +3 against +2. That's a 15. Stun him and leave him on, he's armor 11, 4 damage, he'll have 10 left. Next one, he hits +2 now, so he's +5 because he's stunned. That's a 12 to a 16, that's not good. 5 more damage, leaves him on 5, at least he's not wounded. Over here, shooting Betancourt, 11, he'll duck it. This drone We'll do 18. Uh-oh. Well, he is my pilot. I don't like that. So he is going to take, he's armor 10, 8 points of damage. Wounds and stuns him. And last but not least, the last drone, he manages to duck with a plus 19, plus 2, and that's a 8. It's a combat drone. Then this one shoots Jesse at plus 0. 15. Uh-oh. So she's going to take, she's a recruit, so she's going to take 5 points of damage and have 7 left and be stunned. All right, well, we're stunned. We're into the soldier phase now. We're going to shake the stun. We're going to throw another grenade. It's TN of 12 plus 3 is going to be 9. And then minus 1 because it's... Actually, I didn't move this turn. So it's just going to be plus 3. It's on a 9. We landed this time. All right, so shoot plus 3 against the first one. Ha, here we go, 21. Armor 10 takes him down to 1. The other one... 21 as well to a 19 is going to take him down to 1 each. Sorry, because they're both armor 11. Just Diz, she'll shake her stun, and she's going to blast that drone at plus 2. 21 to a 10, yeah, it's dead. 5, event phase at the end. What do we got? A 1, no event. Right, well, we're going to go with the boss. He's going to use a heal power on Betancourt, and he's going to group activate with the two of them. Gets it off, so Betancourt goes up to 9 and isn't wounded anymore. Our pilot to get shot out. And heal doesn't have a strain, I don't think. No, it doesn't. And then we're going to do some shooting. So we're going to start with Betancourt. He's going to shoot into this drone. Get a 2 and miss. He's being healed right now. And then Dizzy is going to shoot into that pirate troop again. And get a 15 to its armor 11. 4 more points of damage. Takes down to 4 and wounds it. And it's stunned. All right, baddies go. Plus 0 now. Into Snake Eyes because they are wounded. So the first one, that's going to be a 16 to a 15. Uh-oh. So he'll take 5 points of damage, knocks him out. The other one just mills around. Oh, man, I think it's time to go. All right, so shooting Betancourt with that drone. 19, he ducks. This pirate troop, although it's wounded now, gets a 20. No! It's out just as soon as we got healed. And then the last one... now it's going to be a Diz. Misses. That means that you're a member of the crew. You're going to move over and take over the piloting position. Diz is going to, or sorry, Jesse's going to go. She's just going to move and then jump. Does she make her test? 6, she does. Event phase, a 3, no event, and start of turn 5. We're going to leave, move 6 inches off the table. Only 4 folks actually made it back to the gun cutter. It's going to be Jesse, Diz, and our rescuee, although both Brother Vermilion and Rico, who fell off the train, get scooped up enough to make injury rolls. Anybody else, though? All right, so let's start with Phobos. It's a 3. Oh, no, lasting injury, because I can add 2 to this. It's just a 3's a permanent injury. I can't add plus 1 to that one. It's only for the captain I can do that. So permanent injury, let's see what I got. Something bad happened to Phobos when that enhanced mutant bit him. 12. Lost a finger, -1 shoot penalty. That's okay, he doesn't really shoot very often. At least you live, Phobos. Then for Brock, who also got smashed by a giant mutant, 15, full recovery. For 10001, who got shot to death by a bunch of pirates. 5 is a permanent injury. What'd you get? A 14? That's not good either. Never quite as strong. Maximum health is reduced by -1. Betancourt gets a 6, so that's also a permanent injury. What happened to you? A 19? Smashed jaw? Oh no. He ain't pretty no more. Whenever they have some difficulty speaking, whenever this figure activates, they can only activate a maximum of 2 soldiers in their phase instead of the normal 3. So basically, figures, they have somebody when speaking this fixer ability to lead their crew. Whenever this figure activates, they can only activate a maximum of 2 soldiers. I don't suffer permanent injuries with these guys. It's just half health next game. Half health next game, half health next game. For Snake Eyes, fine. Well, we did manage to escape with the informant, which means for the 4 people who got off the table, we get 40 points, and then 100 for the informant leaving with us, so 140. 30 for taking part, 30 for someone going to 0, so that's going to be 200 total. And then powers, we used a dark energy, we managed to use a toxic claw, and we managed to use a heal for 30. So 230 out of my 50 makes me 280, so I'll be able to get 2 enhancements and have 80 in the bank. 80 actually, because I got 2 heals. I healed you once, and I healed Betancourt once. He's gonna get both stat buffs. He's gonna increase his fight to +6, which means with his +1 fight hand weapon, his little demon weapon here, he's +7. And then the activation number on heal is gonna go down to 9. It made sense he used it twice. It means he's better at using it now. We just scenario 3, the dramatic exit. We gotta get off the planet now. The gun cutter scoots over to the airfield, has to refuel for its jump off planet. And of course, mayhem will ensue. So we got to the end of the adventure. Managing to make it with Chella off the train, but she is insistent that one of her friends, Drix, be rescued as well before she agrees to leave the planet. So with Drix being loaded onto a prisoner transport, they now have to make their way back to the spaceport, refuel the gun cutter, rescue one more person, and then be able to escape with all this valuable information these two informants have on the pirate fleets, the orc fleets that are going to get blown up if we can manage to find the information that we need. So that'll be in 2 weeks. Big thanks for watching. Thanks, not Mash. Hey there, I hope you enjoyed that video. There are tons of other games already recorded for you to watch. Click over to my channel page if you haven't already, and have a look to the dozens of playlists full of videos. I guarantee you'll discover a game you haven't seen played before. I put out new videos 7 days a week, and every day is themed to a different genre as I continue to explore the wider world of gaming. Of course, none of that's possible without you, the viewer, so click a like and subscribe if you'd like to stay on top of what's happening here daily. My 2 kids and I are massively grateful to be able to have the flexibility of this job so I can always maximize my time with them. If you want to support me continuing to put out this content, it's only possible because of my amazing backers on Patreon who support the studio, equipment, and model cost, as well as being how I make the bulk of my living. You can also help out by buying a t-shirt through Spreadshirt, a measuring gauge or widget from Death Ray Designs, or buying one of my games and supplements like Last Days, Gamma Wolves, and Blaster. As a way of showing my appreciation, patrons get early access to new games and supplements that I write throughout the course of the year. Huge thanks for watching, it really does help out, and happy gaming.